very definite plan. The three presidents of the three countries met in Texas, in Waco, in April of 2005. And they laid this plan, and they have an organization that's quasi-government and big corporations that are promoting this. And they don't see it, if they're pinned down, they say, well, what's the big deal? We want good highways, and we want to have friends, and you know, this sort of thing. It has nothing to do with assimilation. And economically speaking, not only does that challenge the concept of national sovereignty, economically it's a real challenge. So if you have an Amero, a unified currency, as they have in Europe, that means that you absorb the Mexican peso. I imagine it wouldn't be quite as difficult having a currency development between Canada and the United States, but when you absorb the Mexican peso, that is a much bigger challenge. And there's nothing wrong with having a worldwide currency, as long as it comes out of the marketplace and something governments can't create, you know, like gold or silver, that is okay. But when governments have this monopoly privilege of printing it, which is what would happen. And these are the kind of things that were predicted when NAFTA was passed, and everybody said, oh, that's just scare tactics, and yet they're moving in that direction, and yet there's a lot of people in Washington, I've spoken to some of them, and they said, oh, that's not true, that's not true. And very few people are aware of it, and that's why I'm delighted that the citizens are waking up. What's getting the attention of a lot of Texans, and I think they have started to speak out more and have rallies in Texas, is the fact that I think they want to take over 1 million acres by eminent domain. And some now are thinking about how are we even going to get across this 12-lane highway. It's almost like, you know, dividing America, you know, almost physically dividing America, because there won't be that many overpasses, and it won't be that easy to get on and off. Unless you're in Mexico, you can get off and you don't have to stop to Kansas City, and then you have to deal with immigration. So it raises a lot of questions, and some of these goals could be met. There's nothing wrong with not dealing with neighbors and trading with neighbors, but I don't think you have to have a unified government or another unified fiat currency like the Amero. So we should do whatever we can to stop that. Thank you very much.
Let's say thank you, Ron. We have to accept a few minutes of the arm twister. Lou Moore is the guy we've been working with on the campaign, so we've got to let Lou finish up.
Thank you very much. I'm not going to take very much of your time, but we're going to have to leave it in a few minutes, and I know a lot of you want to speak with Ron a little bit more. I just want to tell you, you've all been through political campaigns of different types, but there is a prairie fire building in this country right now. In the last 2 weeks, 8,000 people have joined this campaign. 8,000 people. We have more MySpace accounts than any other Republican candidate. And that number has really just started to grow in the last few weeks. We have more of the subscriptions on YouTube than John McCain has. You know, we have hundreds of people. Calling Fox News and saying, where's Ron Paul? They didn't say 20 people called, hundreds of people. That was not orchestrated by us. This campaign is building. And we're not going to raise $100 million. We're not going to have a Madison Avenue team blowing it all off on these networks that we don't want to support anyway. But we are going to need funds to sustain ourselves. You all know that. But this is real. Ron is giving a lot of energy to this and putting himself out there, putting the right message in front of folks that need to hear this message. The timing is right. It's an open seat. There's 3 front runners that got more special interest money than you can believe, and most people don't like any of them. And people are looking for answers right now, and this man has the answers. You know that. And people are looking for someone genuine, somebody real. He's real. So when you consider your investment tonight, consider that we can get this done here, many other living rooms, if we have some resources and have your energy going out and doing it. Anyway, thank you very much for coming tonight. Please write a big check.
Have some more food.
I understand you talked to my
Answer
son.
on with your questions.
That was so nice that you took his call. He's the politician of all my kids. He loves it. He's more aggressive than I am. I would have been this time.
You don't look. Yeah, that's better. More loving.
Oh, now look at her being politically correct.
Still?